Good evening. Enjoy listening to the fifth grade band. And now we're going to see where they're going to be in a year for the parents of fifth graders, and see where they come to the parents of sixth graders. We're going to play a little march here that we just passed out a couple of weeks ago. John Souza, very famous American band director and composer of some of the most famous music ever written. And this is one of his pieces from an operetta. Actually, there are words to this piece, believe it or not. And it's a march called El Capitan. Played it just as a fun selection. It's going to feature our trombone section, the trombone, mambo, and the trombone. Feature a few interesting sounds coming from the percussion section. As the groups get older, we start using more and more colors, more notes, different notes they're going to play, and more sounds coming from the percussion section, because they have to learn how to play all those little different instruments get the right sound. So this is a little Latin number, trombone, mambo. cartoons, and he would always get all of his devices from one company. Anybody remember the name of that company? Play that for us, Ashley. Go ahead, just one that one. That's by accident. So now you know it's a real company, and what happened was in making the cartoons, all percussionists had these little these sound effects, and so they just called all the things that were weird things that they ordered from that. So it came from musical instruments. A little bit of history there. Our next piece is a contest piece that we passed out. We could have taken this to contest the same way this year, and at the end of the year, I like to give the students more challenging music. After this contest, we're going to pass out 7th grade music today, and we're going to start just seeing how good they're going to be next year. This next piece is called Engines of Resistance. We sort of hear the motor going on, a constant beat. We'll hear the resistance between a smooth melody and a very angular, aggressive melody. So it's kind of pushing resistance against each other. So a fun piece, Engines of Resistance. On stage actually began at the same time as our fifth graders. And so they've been on the fast track. They've gone from just in October playing Mary Had a Little Lamb and Hot Cross Buns to playing this level of music, and that's quite an achievement. That's going from beginning, some of them not knowing anything about music, to playing some very sophisticated music for their age, and I'm very, very proud of them for making that progress this year. So all of our new members of the sixth grade band, well done, well done. Our next piece needs really no introduction, but it gives us an opportunity to play some different notes, some different styles we just played. And just because you know it doesn't mean it's easy to play. It's easy to listen to, and I think everyone will know this piece right as we get started. Beauty of the Beats. piece is about a turtle, a funky turtle, whatever that means to you. I've asked students, we've got several people bring in their drawings of a funky turtle. We asked them what their name was. What is it? Several of the students have names for their instruments. We've got attached to it to become an extension of ourselves. And a piece like this, you just got an interesting, silly name, like many jazz tunes have very odd names. We just played a piece called The Attack of the Killer Tomatoes in the high school group. They use this, but it also teaches a lot of things. They're going to be using a lot of notes on the instruments that we haven't played up to this point. And that just gives them more vocabulary, so they can tell more interesting stories. And so our next story is going to be about the funky turtle. Thomas, I would like to thank you for coming here tonight and supporting these children. We're fortunate here at Highland Hills, Edison Central, to have a community that really supports performers and the arts. Not every place does that, but I think you're seeing it grow here. Our school had the most events with distinction in the state, and from one school. That just means that the culture here allows kids to know that they can do something exceptional. And that's really one of the main things we're going to be teaching them over the next however many years, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 8 years I get the privilege of working with your kids in some way or another. But what we teach them to do is not music so much as it is how to be great at something. To really get dedicated to it and take it to heart. They can use that for anything they do. Very few of these students are going to become professional musicians, any more than any of our English students. How many are going to become novelists? But they are going to be people, and they're going to have things, and these people are going to become the ones that people go to, because when you're in band and you're successful and you go all the way through it, everybody knows you can do a lot, and you can do a lot of things very well. So thank you for letting us teach them that through music. The last thing we're going to be doing is a catechum, and a catechum is kind of a hymn of jubilation, of celebration. It's written by James Kurnow, who writes at all levels. He writes for collegiate groups. He was with the Salvation Army Band for many years. Fortunate enough, I had him as a teacher at the University of Illinois. He's a wonderful person. He writes great music at all levels. So here's our last piece for the year. Just comment?
Just a couple quick things. First of all, again, thank you for coming. Students will not need their instruments tomorrow. We'll watch the recording of the performance from this evening. And all percussionists on stage, or fifth grade percussionists, all percussion instruments have to go back to the band room. So when we're finished, work your way to the stage and help move them. Thank you.
Thank you. So, as celebrating this great year that we've had, Canticoo.